ready for some fun in your sewing space? Welcome to the world of Arrow Sewing. Hydraulic chairs are a must for extreme comfort while sewing. Features include adjustable height, 360-degree swivel, perfect lumbar support, and a stable 5-star base. They even have a storage compartment in the seat. The Arrow cutting and sewing cabinets open up to give you plenty of creative space, plus handy storage solutions. These amazing cabinets come in 3 different finishes to complement any decor. Extension arms and multi-position hydraulic sewing lifts for free arm and flatbed sewing are just a few of their outstanding features. Cabinets provide storage along with extra space for cutting and pressing. No matter the project, Arrow sewing furniture is perfect to help you sit, stand, cut, sew, serge, and create. Happy sewing!
I'm Jill from June Taylor with my favorite tool in my quilter's toolbox, the cut and press. You can do all your rotary cutting on one side and all your pressing and squaring on the other. The cutting mat side features a hard surface mat with a texture on. That's going to prevent your blade from cutting into the mat, keeping your blades sharper longer. You'll notice that the markings for your inches is outside the cutting grid, so it's easy to line up your fabric and you don't have to lift it up to see where your rule markings are. When we flip it over, we have the pressing side. And this is great for general pressing, so you can just go ahead and as you're quilting, do your pressing like this. But it's also great for squaring. So many times people will cut their blocks to square them, but now you can actually lay your block right on the grid to square it up. You can also pin into this, so you can use it to square up your needlework or even your cross stitch.
ultimate fabric cutting experience, you need the Go Big in your sewing space. This all-electric fabric cutter is hands-free, making it the cutter for those with physical limitations. The Go Big is safe, easy to use, and is compatible with every die in our Go collection. That's more than 250 dies. The wide opening allows you to run 2 6-inch wide dies through at once, upping your efficiency and lowering your cutting time. Though it's our widest Go cutter, the Go Big is still portable and features a handle to make it easy to store or travel with. When you buy the Go Big electric starter set, you get the Go Big fabric cutter, the 3x6-inch finish Go Flying Geese die, a cutting mat, and 5 fabulous patterns. Look at some of these beautiful projects you can create with a Go Big. The Go Big has all the perks of AccuQuilt's amazing Go product line with none of the manual work. Don't give up your quilting craft. Go Big. AccuQuilt, because cutting time means quilting more. Welcome to today's launch party called Block It Up. Stay tuned because we're introducing 2 new dies. I'm Pam Heller, AccuQuilt's cutting expert. I cannot wait for you to see both of our new dies today. I'm loving them.
Right, and I'm Erica Botker, AccuQuilt's creativity expert, and I can't wait either.
All right, let's talk about the fact that we're releasing not 1, but 2 new block on board or bob dies. A bob die is an AccuQuilt innovation that gives you all the shapes you need for a single block on one die board.
Bob dies are hugely popular with quilters, including Pam and I. We've been loving working with both of these, and we can't wait to let you in on what we've been up to. Besides that, we've got some amazing samples to share, some pretty great prizes to give away as well. Well, let's not wait any longer. Here are our 2 new dies.
Block it up with the new Go Magnolia Bud 7-inch finished and Go Arrowhead 9-inch finished dies. These time-saving block and board or bob dies work with any Go cutter to cut perfect shapes every time. The 6x12 and 6x24-inch die boards feature screen printed letters so you can keep the shapes organized, and specialized dog ears for easy piecing and sewing. Cut a complete 4-color, 7-inch finished Magnolia bud block in just one pass through the cutter and effortlessly create table runners, throw quilts, and more. Make a 2-color, 9-inch finished Arrowhead block in just one pass through the cutter. Combine it with other 9-inch finished bob dies or Go cube sets for stunning throw quilts, wall hangings, and more. Creating so many incredible projects is so easy with these bob dies because at AccuQuilt we help you cut time so you can quilt more. All right, Erica, it was really hard to decide which one to start with.
It was.
But let's get the ball rolling with the Go Magnolia Bud 7-inch finished die. And you have a block.
I do have a block. I have all kinds of goodies over here.
Okay, I'm gonna give you those.
Okay. We're gonna start by showing you this block. I tell you what, I love it so much.
It's so pretty.
Look. Isn't that pretty?
In my quilting head, I can see so many variations of this
I
color.
know already.
Okay.
Already.
All right.
Unlike some of our classic blocks that don't necessarily look like their name or you think, what? I think we can agree this one really looks like what we call it, a Magnolia bud.
And this one goes back to the early 1930s from Kansas City Star. It's a classic that has been made many different ways over the years, including with foundation paper piecing. But our die lets you cut a 4-color block in one pass through the cutter. So let's take a look.
Okay.
All right, so here is our die. It's on a 6x12 die board.
It is.
It's gonna fit through all of our cutters, including that Go Me.
Yes.
It has 4 colors. And look, Erica, we've screen printed the letters.
It's going to make it super easy to keep track of your pieces.
All right, so Erica, talk about this shape.
Okay, so this is a half rectangle triangle, and these are directional, so you want to be sure you follow your directions because you're going to need, if you cut them all with the right side up, you're not going to have some of the pieces that you need.
Right.
So we want it, and we're got some.
Fan fold.
There we go. There we go.
And I'm going to put right sides together here. Well, actually, these are right sides together.
Yes.
And then
right sides together.
That way we get a left and a right.
Right, and that's our 6 layers. Then we've got our B, so these are going to be our corners. So we need 3 of the B shapes. And I think you've got them over there. Squares are squares, they're not directional, but we've got all of ours just cut right side up.
Yep.
Now for our small little 4 patch up here, we need 1 for the little center of the bud, and then 3 that are the background. And then we've got the center of our bud right there.
Perfect.
All right.
All right, we're going to cut it with a 6x12 cutting mat.
Okay.
And then we're going to put a block together.
We are. I can't wait. Okay, 6x12 mat on there. And this is going to fit with any of our cutters. We've got our Go Big on set with the Go Big die catcher today. And that is just so slick to have our Go Big die catcher back there.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right, here you go.
die. All right, we're going to slide, don't lift. It is super staticky here in the
go.
Dream Studio.
All right. So we're going to start with that center.
Yes. And then let's build the 4 patch.
You want to build it on
Yeah, we'll build
flat.
the 4 patch.
Okay.
So here is our cute little 4 patch.
And remember when we lay things out that there's a 1/4 inch seam allowance that's built into all of our pieces. You're going to see the...
And this little square is equal to that 4 patch.
It is. So we're going to look at some fun variations to do along the way.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to do a little half rectangle magic.
We are. So we're going to put this here. So you get this side.
Right.
And then look. That's why we need a left and a right.
That's right. And you'll have some extra pieces, but that's okay.
Yeah, you can use them.
You make them, use them for, you've got a start on your next project that way. And with batiks, it's kind of hard to tell.
Right, but I'm going to tell you, quilters, you want to lay out your block.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Okay.
And you're gonna get a very different look from a light background to a dark background. And you cut that in all purpose just for me, didn't you?
I did. And I needed to cut, oh, here is our 2 more. I was like, wait, I know I had enough fabric.
You did.
I did cut this in purple for you. Because I thought it was interesting
She
to
loves
see
me.
the difference between
I love the difference between the light and the dark background.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. All right, so this is how it comes together. And really, you're gonna put it together like a 9-patch,
Yes.
right? They're not all equal sizes, but you'll put together your little 4-patch, and then you'll put together your half
rows.
rectangle triangles, and then you're gonna put together rows, sew those rows together.
And how big does this block finish to? 7 inches?
7 inches.
Now, you have some super cool little extra pieces.
Yes, we do.
What did you come up with?
Yes, we do. So there are some different size pieces in here than what we have in our cubes, which is really great if you like translating everything into your cube shapes like the 2 of us do.
Yeah.
So this center square cuts to 4 inches. So with your 1/4-inch seam allowance, then it's going to finish to 3.5 inches, and we don't have a 3.5-inch finished square in our cubes.
We don't.
So we will, if you want to change up the center of your flower, however, there are some other things that you can do. So one thing that you could do is to take those corner pieces and sew 4 of them together. Here, we can just lay it out on here.
Oh, look at you. And it's in purple, isn't that
As
cool?
a 4-patch, and you could substitute that
That
for the
looks really
center.
cute.
Isn't that fun? Mm-hmm. So what about making, you could even take these little ones and make a 16-patch.
You could. I was
to
just
put
thinking
in
that.
the center. Absolutely.
I was thinking that.
So what about something different using your half rectangle triangles? So what if you make rectangles for the center?
Well, see, that's what I wondered.
Yeah,
Look at that.
look at that. So you could make some really fun designs with this, or you could go the other direction with it. You could
That's
just
really
have a
cute.
lot of fun with those pieces and with things doing that.
Now, we don't want to forget to talk about what happens when you put more than one of these blocks together.
Right.
Part of what I love about quilts and quilt designs that there's those secondary patterns that show up when you put blocks together and how you can change them with placement and color.
That's a great point. Now, putting our standard magnolia blocks together with the flowers pointing out to the corners is going to create,
Yeah,
so if we did this
like this.
like this, and they're pointing out to the corners, you get a very different look.
Now, Erica, correct me if I'm wrong, but we have a 7.5-7-inch finished square.
We do.
So you could just put 2 of the magnolia buds together, and then it would free you up with some real estate that you could do some applique on or those kind
Or
of things.
you could put 4 of them together, and you could make a 4-patch to go in this corner, like we have in this corner, and that creates a stem look. And if you repeat that on all 4, it's going to give you almost an Irish chain look in the middle of that.
Cute. Super cute.
So what happens if we put 4 of them together like that?
Okay.
Then it's going to finish to 14 inches.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, so what dies, Pam, do we think?
Oh, well, first of all,
The 7-inch square you mentioned.
right, and the Drunkard's Path that finishes to 7
Right.
inches. Oh, but wait, I think I have some blocks over here to show you. Hold, please, I haven't grabbed them.
Okay.
I have some blocks over here to grab the Go Bear's Paw and the Go Prairie Star.
And they both finish to 14 inches.
All right, Miss Erica, I've grabbed some blocks, so look at
Yes.
this. This is Bear's Paw,
This is Bear's Paw,
and it makes that nice big 14-inch finished block.
and it's going to finish in, remember, seam allowance
Yes.
with 4 of those magnolia buds, and same for
the
this.
Prairie Star.
It's going to be so fun. They're going to look
I
great
would
together.
love to see the stars and the magnolia bud together. That would be
Wouldn't
really
that be
nice.
fun?
I love this dye.
I think maybe we will. I think maybe coming up.
Oh, good, good, good. All right, but what if size doesn't matter? Or better, how could you change up the size of this block?
Great question. So this is what I figured out. I could cut 1.5-inch strips and sew
There's
them.
a die for that.
There's a die for that. And, excuse my sloppy layout, but we lay those out, sew those onto our block, and we're going to take our 7-inch finish block and we're going to change it to a 9-inch finish block.
Oh, we have tons of 9-inch blocks.
We have tons of 9-inch blocks, and including a cube. So that gives you 216 blocks that you can make with that 9-inch cube and companions. So think about that as an option for it too. It really opens up so many more doors for you.
So many. All right, quilters, if you want to have this block on point, we've got you covered.
Right.
First, you will need the Go setting triangles. Listen to this. 5-inch finished die. And Erica has a trick.
I do. So I figured out what we need to do is we need something the size of our side setting triangles with this. But, you know, we set our setting triangles on our die so that the lengthwise grain goes here so that it's on the outside of our quilt.
Right.
But with this, we are going to take that piece and we're going to use this more like a half square triangle.
Oh, because we don't have 7-inch setting triangles.
Right, and we don't want our bias on the outside. We want it to be on our edges.
Right.
So all you need to do is change the orientation of your fabric when you cut it on this so that you've got your lengthwise grain going this way,
Excellent.
putting your lengthwise and your crosswise on the outside and then turning this into your bias. Because again, that's going to get sewn onto your block to make it an on-point block. Isn't that cool?
She's super, super, super smart about that.
So,
All right, I love it. Okay, so much you can do with this die. We've only just started to scratch the surface here.
that's right. Now, normally, we'd make you wait until the end of the show to see any of our truck show samples, but I am too excited to wait. So, let's show off the quilts right now.
Let's do. Let's
okay?
do.
All right, so I'm going to...
First, we have the Go Magnolia Baby Blanket by our good friend and co-host on Wednesday, Chris Marchini of Rose City Originals. Look at how cute this is.
Isn't that cute? So he has used some really fun, these are the speckled fabrics, and they're so Ruby Star Society, and he's teamed it up with just some cute prints, you know, tone-on-tone print background. It just, that speckled gives it some movement.
Well, and he did your little
And he
four-patch trick.
But he also put sashing and cornerstones between. Changes up the look so much, doesn't it?
Chris did a great job. It does.
It did. Now, for something completely different, hold on. Here is the Go
Wow.
Sweet Magnolia Table Runner by Amanda Harward. She's Larkspur Quilts, and this is Art Gallery fabric.
Okay, so
Let's
I'm going to
put it down.
I was going to say, let's put it down and talk about it.
So these are just 4 blocks.
Yes.
But she's created this look, this star in the center with how she placed her colors.
Right. So they're different tones of green to create it. Oh, that's super clever.
Isn't that fun?
That's super clever. And I like this dark background. It really sets off.
It really
the
does.
buds.
And then she's set just a little, this is probably a 1-inch finished. So that same 1.5-inch cut strip I used a minute ago with little cornerstones. It's so pretty.
And the quilting has leaves on it. It's darling.
Lovely. You can
Good
see
job,
it really well
Amanda.
in the back.
Okay.
All right, the next one is, the next 2 really are showstoppers. This one, and this is the Go Magnolia Vine Throw Quilt by Ellen Alt.
Oh, Ellen.
She's handmade 3D, and look at this. Isn't that a stunner?
Wow.
I have to tell
So
you,
pretty.
our designers came up with such stunning designs for this die.
It's
So
beautiful.
again, look at what she's done,
Here, let's lay it down.
creating, This is my new favorite thing, to lay them down. But I
Okay,
think
well,
you
first of
can
all, look
see-
at the background fabric.
Oh,
It
it's
has flowers
beautiful.
on it. Okay.
But look how she's laid these blocks out, and use this to create a ribbon. She's used that 7-inch finished square
Yes.
like we talked about. She's used her favorite grunge for the background.
And this is the pattern that's on the packaging, and it's just beautiful.
So pretty.
And I love the fact she used florals to make the florals.
To make the florals.
It's beautiful.
All right. I feel like everyone is just so stunning.
Look,
Wait
they're
until you
mason
see
jars.
this next one. Okay. This might be my favorite one.
Oh, for the love, look at this.
This is the Go Prairie Tulip Throw Quilt. This one's by our good friend Terry Vandenbosch. She's Lizard Creek Quilting, and she's used Island Batiks for this, and she has pulled in, just like you asked for, that Go Prairie Star.
Okay.
Look at that.
So first of all, before we lay down, look at how fun the background
Oh, the background is so fun.
Okay, let's lay this down and talk
Let's
about
do.
it. Oh, Terry, listen, the Gibney's not here. We could take this one.
We can take this one.
Okay, so
we might
this
have to
is
fight over it.
this is a die that we haven't used in a long time, but I love it because it's super easy to put together, and the pattern is so great.
And you can see it is the same. You put 4
Yes.
of your magnolia buds together. It plays so well off of this. It's so bright and sunny.
It gives it that dahlia look,
It does. It does.
and tulips and dahlias.
And she, by changing up her color placement again for these points at the corners, has created another secondary design.
And batiks are so fun. And isn't it interesting, the background batiks are different.
Yes, she's really mixed it up with this, and
Way
it
to
just
use your
is
scraps.
fun. All right,
Okay.
we've got one more, and this one is by our friend Laura Strickland, and I have to tell you, she knocked it out of the park with this
We
one.
just used her for our quilt along.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
This is the Go Southern Belle quilt. I should say Southern Belle quilt by Laura Strickland of Orange Blossom Quilts. Isn't this amazing?
Gorgeous.
It is so gorgeous. So let's
Okay.
take a look at what she's done.
Oh my
Because she's a clever girl, she is.
She is so clever. All right. So this is the Magnolia bud, and we have a daisy die.
She has added
And-
those, she's made those little flowers, and then she's used Priscilla stripe. Look
Like
at
this.
that.
But not only did she use Priscilla stripes, but she broke it apart.
Yes.
So here's the whole block, and then here are the sections.
She's done so many
Wow.
fun things. Then she's taken her cube and companion angles, and she's done some kite blocks. And this is also known as a hummingbird block. So think about it. She's got the garden, she's got the flowers, she's got the buds, she's got everything on
She's got
this.
flange binding for
And an
extra points.
absolutely gorgeous flange binding. And what's so fun is, I want to see if you can get a look at the stitching that she did to stitch this down, because
Can you go
it's,
big?
it's almost like an
Can you go deep?
embroidery stitch that she's used. I bet that did come off her embroidery machine.
Yeah, right there. Look at how fun that is.
Look at how cute that is.
Flange
Look at
binding
that.
for the win. You need the 1.5 and 1 3/4 inch strip dies to make
And
it.
it's just adorable. Almost, maybe a variegated thread even on this.
Oh, this is so
She has
pretty.
pulled out all the stops, and it is a home run in my book.
I love it. Good job. All of our quilters our designers did
They're
such a great
all
job.
just fabulous. Okay, Pam, I think you should now give away a gold magnolia bud that finishes to 7 inches.
Just gonna talk like that all day.
I am.
I'd love to. Okay, the lucky winner who's gonna win a Go Magnolia bud die is, drum roll please, Sharon H. of Lexington, South Carolina. Congratulations.
Appropriately Southern.
Southern.
All right, I think it's time we flipped our switch and started giving some love to the other new die that's coming out today. It's the Go Arrowhead 9-inch finished block on board die.
Okay, hold on here.
Hold
I
on.
have so many things.
We're switching gears here.
We have so many cool things.
Oh, I had so much fun playing with these, Pam.
I know you did.
So this is the block that it makes. Isn't that great?
It's super cool.
It's so modern looking.
Yes. And one of our go-getters, Adam So Fun, he had this die and he was waiting waiting until we
He has been waiting. He wanted to release it a couple weeks ago, and
we're like,
Pam said,
oh,
no,
no,
not yet.
If you check him out on Instagram, Adam's So Fun and SCW. But he also has a great project here. So let's talk about this. This is a classic block, but I love, love, love how modern it looks. And yet, according to our favorite quilt historian, Barbara Breckman, in her Encyclopedia of Peace Quilt Blocks, we have the Kansas City Star back in 1941 to thank for this bold design.
That's right. Now this block is traditionally made as a two-color block. We're going to be exploring what happens when you change that up a little later.
Right.
Now this is also called a 4X blocks. 4X block because of how it comes together. It's put together with a diagonal kind of construction.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for it, say in EQ8,
Right.
you're going to look under the 4X blocks because it's put together on that diagonal.
There we go. All right. The die is 6 by 24. This is a block on board or bob die, which means all the shapes you need to make this fun block are on this die board. You can cut it as two colors. You can make it scrappy. You can do all of the things. We've screen printed the letters and given you super personalized or specialized dog ears.
Yes.
So let's talk about shape. A is just that center square.
Right.
And where is shape B?
B is going to be right along the sides. And you'll know that because we're cutting it like a quarter square triangle. We're going to line up our lengthwise grain going this way so that it's on the outside of our block. And then we are going to be putting down our, and those are not directional, so you can fan fold. But here's the trick to this die. It does have directional shapes with these long chisels, but don't worry about it. We set you up for success with the layout of this die. The directions are going to have you placing 2 layers of each fabric right sides up.
Right.
And that way, you are going to get the pieces that you need to make 4 pairs of chisels. 2 like this and 2 like this.
Yes.
So there's going to be 2 and 2.
Right.
With your dark on one side, the light on the other.
And typically, Erica, when we talk about chisels, we have a little half square triangle here to create a rectangle. But on this die, the chisel shape is actually on the outside.
Right, it's going to create the corner of the block.
All right, do you want to put a 6 by 24 mat on there?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So it's going to fit through all of our cutters, including that Go Me. This is a great block if you are new to quilting or new to AccuQuilt. Super easy to sew together. If you can sew a 1/4 inch seam, you can make this block.
Now this die is going to work with all of our cutters, including the Go Me. We've got our Go Big with our Go Big die catcher on the set. So it's going to do all the heavy lifting for us. All right, here we go, Pam.
All right. Now, Eric and I always say you should start with a test block when you get a new bob die.
We do.
Follow the block assembly instructions. And to find them, go to the dies page, go to the die page on our website.
Yes.
Scroll down just a bit. You'll see a button to download those free block assembly directions for most of our bob or block on board dies. There's even a fun coloring page to help you plan out different looks. All right, and I have to tell you, this comes together beautifully. So shall we just make a corner of it?
Oh, absolutely. Enough talking. Enough chit-chat here.
Chit-chat. All right, so here, see, look. They're going to make the corners, which you don't usually see, which I think is super cool. And here's my trick, right? It's going to be opposite colors all the way.
Right. So you're actually going to put together, when you're sewing this together, you'll put together a top
this
corner.
Section, yeah.
Right. Or you're
Yes.
laying it this way.
Yes.
Then these.
Yes.
And then these.
Right.
And that will be your 4 rows.
Right, and so you want to just sew your 4 patch together. Otherwise, you might have to make Y seams, which is silly.
So you put it together. Yes. You put your 4 patch together. Absolutely. There you go.
Yep. And then, here, we'll do one more side here.
It's just so pretty.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Now I'm determined, so hold on. Look at how easy that goes together. Keep in mind, we have a seam
There you
allowance.
go.
Look at how fun that is.
It's so
But follow the assembly instructions, otherwise you have to make Y seams.
That's right. So of course, that is just the beginning. I'm gonna steal those from you.
Oh, here, do you need more?
Yeah, just pull them over. We're gonna play for a minute. So look at what happens. We're gonna talk about this in a little bit. We're gonna talk about some things that we can do. But on close inspection, when I was working with this, I discovered that this center 4 patch finishes to 3 inches. Now, do we happen to have a cube, Pam, that has 3-inch finished shapes?
Yes, several of them.
Yes. So I went to my 6-inch cube, and you could take shape number 1, which is a solid square, and you could substitute a solid square. I'm going to pull it down so it's a little closer for me. You could substitute that
Oh, look how
solid square
different
for
that
that.
looks.
Look how different it is.
Okay.
But what if you do something different? What if you take shapes 5 and 6 and make a square on point unit?
Oh, there you go.
Now all of a sudden, you've got something entirely different.
Yeah,
and I
square and a
pulled
square.
in a 3rd color.
Yeah.
So you could even take your quarter square triangle, which I don't think I made that, shape number 4, and make a little broken dishes unit to
Yeah.
go in the center. And that would change up the whole look
Right.
again.
Now, see, super fun.
Super fun.
We've also got you looking at shape B on the die, which are those half square triangles. They're quarter square triangles, sorry.
Right.
We laid it on the die so that the lengthwise grain is tight. And you want to make sure that you treat it like a quarter square triangle, but you have another thought.
Right, so what if we change out our colors?
Oh, then it really looks like an X. Now it looks like an hourglass.
So you change the way you edit, you change it up, but here's something else that I discovered, and this was so cool. So I changed up, just like we talked about with our Magnolia bud. Can you grab the Magnolia bud real quick?
No, I don't know where I put it. Hold on.
Okay,
Let
well,
me
dig
look.
it out, because I discovered something. I
Okay.
discovered that if I change the orientation and cut to these shapes, these shape B triangles, like they were half square triangles instead of quarter square triangles, and sewed 2 of them together, that I could use it to be a center
Look at how
on
clever you
the
are.
Magnolia bud.
Look at how
Look
clever
at
you are.
that. So really, these are both dies you're going to need, because
Oh,
look
yeah.
how well they work together.
Oh, that's amazing.
You wouldn't think they would, and yet they do. So I'll put that
Okay.
off to the side.
So I mean, truly, this is a must-have die, and it has so many different looks. And we've only looked at 2 colors so far, but
Right.
you could totally make it scrappy.
Right. And here's a look at some designs. So I had so many pieces going on and so many ideas that I went to Electric Quilt, or EQ8.
Right.
And we've got a graphic here that's going to show you some of the designs that I was able to create
Okay.
just in a few minutes.
Now, quilters, if you're not familiar with EQ8, it's a design software that we sell on our website. And it has the Arrowhead block in the block library as an easy way to start playing with different looks you can get from this block. You also want to remember that EQ8 is a design software, not to be confused with our free pattern color tool, Go Quilt.
Right. Now, Go Quilt will allow you to reimagine the colors of thousands of free patterns. There are various fabric collections available in the program to try out, as well as just plain colors, or you can download pictures of your own fabrics to try out as well. So that's just a look at some of the options.
Amazing. All right, quilters, I think it's time to give away a Go Arrowhead die to a lucky viewer who registered for today's show.
All right, quilters, our second lucky winner of a Go Arrowhead die this time is, drum roll please, it's Rhonda S. of Spirit Lake, Idaho. Congratulations.
You're gonna love it.
Okay,
All right.
can we do a trunk show?
Yes, let's do.
Okay, so let's clean up just a little bit here. So many ideas. Okay, I'm gonna grab our first sample here, which is so fun.
Okay, first we have the Go Eventide throw quilt by our good friend Amanda Harwood of Larkspur Quilts, and she used Robert Kaufman fabric. It is stunning. I'm going to hold it up.
It is stunning. So it's big. So she's holding it because she's taller and has wider arms than I do. This is so fun. These are Robert Kaufman solids. They're gorgeous. It's kind of an ombre. It gives you kind of that ombre effect. And she's done straight line quilt, just straight line and curve quilting. It's gorgeous.
And I love the fact that it kind of has that ombre look, a great way to use up your scraps.
Yeah. Okay, and it teamed it up with, we should talk about its partner on there. Wait, bring it back.
Hold, please.
Because it's teamed up with a buddy.
Oh, it does. It has a different die in there.
It has the Go Lemoyne Star. Look how well those play together.
Look at how fun.
And
you
that
wouldn't even know.
That wouldn't have been my first thought, but I love how it looks together.
I do. I do.
And it's just those 2 blocks.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Has that same look.
Okay.
Pretty, pretty.
So the next one, again, these are so stunning.
This is the Go Arrowhead Medallion Throw Quilt by our good friend Susie Webster of Webster Quilts. You ready? I'm going to hold it up.
Okay. Here it is. Now she's used batiks on this and some solids, and she's taken and done some changing around. So
Here,
she's,
let's lay it down.
Yep.
Can we lay it down?
Yep, we can. She's done a little bit of changing around. She's pulled more colors into it, and then she's made some cube blocks to go with it.
Right, and look at this. I mean, this whole, just doesn't even look like our block. Do you have our block here?
Yeah.
I mean, look at how different color looks.
Look how different it is.
Same block, different colorway.
Yeah.
So
and then she's used her cube to build that medallion center and the corners. And this would be, can you imagine this as a border?
I was thinking that,
Around
or a table
quilt,
runner.
Or a table runner. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And it's
But
your
wait.
colors, Erica.
I know. There's more. So fun. Okay, this is the Go.
Oh, it's little. Let's lay it down.
Okay. This is the Go Crisscross Wall Hanging. This one is by Brianna Roberts of So Cute and Quirky. And this is just our Arrowhead box.
Okay, quilters, when we talk about how this die is perfect for beginner quilters and beginners using our product, this is the project you want to make because you're just making 9 Arrowhead blocks.
Right. And look at all those secondary designs. You've got you've got little squares and big squares. And It's
and
so
it looks
fun.
complicated, and it's not.
It's not.
I like this a lot.
All right,
I love this fabric.
I do too, those dots. Okay, Terry Vandenbosch has not let us down.
Yes.
She sent another stunner. This one's called Go Full Force. And she is Lizard Creek Quilting. And here's our blocks. She's changed the orientation of them just a little bit. And then she's broken it up with some sashing.
Let's look and
She
see.
hasn't even done cornerstones.
No,
So
but this is
it just
Halloween
spaces
written
it
all
out.
over it.
But look how she's changed so we've got dark and light and dark and light. And it's just such a fun play. And then she's got very swirly quilting to
like this a
go
lot.
against all of those nice sharp lines.
Okay.
All right, quilters, just a reminder, all of these samples are available for you as free patterns to download on AccuQuilt.com.
Okay, Erica, do you have a favorite?
I think I need all of them.
I do. I do. I love Amanda's.
Yes.
But because I love that Lemoyne Star.
I love Chris's Magnolia bud too.
Yes.
They were all.
I don't know.
so
The Gibney's not here, so you and I can fight over them
we'll
later.
fight over them. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, but
So
wait.
good.
Speaking of things
fabric
to
mailbox time.
I was going to say, speaking of things to fight over.
All right, our friends at Robert Kaufman have sent us some
so
great
heavy.
fabric. Oh, is it?
It is. It's a good thing.
Okay. Is it going to be good?
Yes. Kona fat quarters.
Oh my gosh, look at that rainbow bundle. Oh, think
Look
of the
at
fun
this.
you could have.
So you could totally make Amanda's quilt that that
do all
look.
kinds of colors on it.
Yeah, that
with those
ombre
2
looks.
blocks. Oh, it would be stunning. Okay.
They say we have to give it away, though.
We do. The winner of the first selection of fabric is, drum roll please. It's Elizabeth L. of Ben Wheeler, Texas. Congratulations.
Okay, and somebody else gets an amazing bundle selection.
Yes.
It is, drum roll please. Deborah R. of Eagle Mountain, Utah. I know where that is. Congratulations.
That's fabulous. Oh,
So pretty.
thank you, Robert Kaufman, for sponsoring the show and sending this yummy fabric.
So pretty.
People
It's
are
so
going to
heavy.
love working with that.
So heavy.
Okay.
All right, quilters, we have tons of great deals available for you on our website, including this month's die to try, the Go Pine Burr.
Oh, that's
we have a
right.
block. Here,
Do
let's
we?
show everybody.
Show everybody. This is a great one, too. You need all of these dyes. They're all like must-haves.
This month's
It
were
is a
so
fabulous
versatile.
month, yeah.
Way to change up the pieces and the color. As a die to try, it's only available for 1 month or where
Yes.
supplies last, and only from AccuQuilt.com or your local AccuQuilt retailer.
To get your order in right now, you just need to open a new tab in your browser. Type in AccuQuilt.com/party to take you to the site, see the offers, place your order for all these great dyes. There are some really fun bundles available today,
There are.
too, with these 2 great new dyes. Be sure to check them out. There's some great deals. Who doesn't need a free mat, right?
Right, and listen, free mats for the same price, so
Yeah.
just get your free mat. And quilters, we have an exciting announcement to share with you as well. Our good friend Lori Miller, who we love, has teamed up with American Patchwork and Quilting Magazine, along with AccuQuilt, for a wonderful new dye-friendly block of the month called Gemstones.
And the first blocks are the ruby blocks. And here is a sample that I made. I love it. They're big, chunky 20-inch blocks. You will find this block pattern in the October 2024 issue. It's on sale now.
And ruby is my birthstone. Oh, okay. This is going to make a huge stunning quilt with those big 20-inch
It
blocks.
really is.
The next blocks are the emerald blocks. What is your birthstone?
Emerald.
Ha, for Erica.
There you go.
In the December issue that goes on sale next month. You have plenty of time to get your 2 ruby blocks made.
Yes.
With your Go Cube. What size cube did you use, Erica?
The 10-inch.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Today's show has certainly been jam-packed full of inspiration and ideas. But it's time for us to go get ready for the next
yes,
show.
it is. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching our show. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and look for live events every Tuesday and Wednesday.
You can visit the events page on AccuQuilt's website for more details on upcoming shows. And while you're there, check out the blog for tips, tricks, tutorials, and inspiration galore,
And remember, at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time.
so you can quilt more.
Be sure to join me every Wednesday at 12 noon Central Time for AccuQuilt Live. We have tons of fun. Tomorrow we're making a project with the Go Pine Burr die. It is the September die to try. You want to tune in to see if you've won a door prize that we give away during the shows.
And join us on Tuesdays at 12 noon Central Time whenever we have new products to introduce. We'll be back here on Tuesday, September 24th to launch 4 great new June Taylor Quilt As You Go products. We hope you see you there.